Have you ever stood in the quiet hush of dawn, the world still draped in shadow, and felt a curious stirring, as though every breath of wind and rustle of grass were whispering some ancient, unspoken secret? In those moments, time seems to slow, and the boundary between you and the world around you blurs. You are no longer a solitary observer, but part of a vast, living tapestry that has been unfolding long before your first breath and will continue long after you've turned to dust. In the animal kingdom, every creature is both actor and audience in this grand play. Their movements, sure and unhurried, agile or deliberate, speak volumes about how life can be lived fully, deeply, and in harmony with the rhythms of nature. Today, let us look into this mirror of living wisdom through the eyes of three extraordinary teachers. The meerkat, whose communal watchfulness shows us how to share our fears. The bear, whose seasonal retreat reveals the healing power of solitude. And the zebra, whose shifting stripes remind us that our individuality shines brightest within community. As we journey together, we'll discover not just lessons but invitations to strengthen our bonds, to honor our need for rest, and to celebrate our unique patterns in ways that uplift us all. Meerkats, the courage of communal vigilance. In the soft haze of morning, the Kalahari's endless dunes glow like spun gold. From an underground labyrinth, a colony of meerkats emerges in a silent exodus, each slender body darting toward the light. Yet, before a single paw touches the surface, one meerkat climbs the nearest mound and rises on its hind legs, scanning the horizon with eyes as sharp as polished onyx. Below, its kin scatter to forage, secure in the knowledge that someone stands watch. Here lies the courage of communal vigilance. The sentinel meerkat does not stand alone in fear, but in steadfast service to the group. When a distant sound or sudden movement catches its attention, a soft chirp ripples through the colony, and every meerkat pauses mid-scurry, heads raised in unison, until the signal is given that the danger has passed. Meerkats reflect back to us our shared need for safety and support. While the solitary self may believe that vulnerability is weakness, the meerkat shows us that true strength emerges when we bear each other's watch. We learn that fear need not isolate us. Instead, it can invite us into deeper connection. In our own lives, we stand sentinel when we listen deeply to a friend's unspoken worries, when we send a text to check on someone in distress, or when we gather in circles that rotate burdens so none of us must carry them alone. As we embrace this spirit of collective care, the meerkat also teaches us the importance of taking our turn at the watchtower. Courage, like kindness, flourishes most fully when it flows both ways, when we lean on others and when we rise to support them in return. In this dance of vigilance, we discover that the mirror of community reveals our capacity for empathy as well as our resilience. Bears, the grace of intentional solitude. As the fierce heat of summer mellows into the soft gold of autumn, the bear moves through the forest with a measured calm. No frenzied hunt marks its path. Instead, the bear forages quietly, muzzle brushing moss, paws kneading leaf litter, preparing its body for the long sleep ahead. When the first frost stills the world, the bear vanishes into a chosen den, tucked away beneath ancient roots or a rocky overhang. In that hidden chamber, it surrenders to hibernation, a deep slumber punctuated only by the slow rhythm of its breath. This is the grace of intentional solitude. While the meerkat teaches us to share our fears, the bear shows us that true renewal often requires withdrawal. Hibernation is neither escape nor defeat. It is a profound act of self-care, a ritual of rest that honors the season's demands. In the bear's quiet chamber, time stretches and the body heals, while the soul gathers strength for the reawakening of spring. In our own lives, we may resist such deep pauses, fearing that the world will move on without us. Yet the bear's wisdom invites us to reconsider. Solitude is not abandonment, but a sanctuary for reflection, healing, and transformation. Whether it's a weekend retreat into nature, an evening unplugged from screens, or a daily practice of meditation, our intentional withdrawal becomes the wellspring of resilience. Like the bear, when we emerge from our periods of rest, we carry a renewed sense of purpose and a readiness to re-engage with life's unfolding challenges. By honoring both the call to community, as the meerkat does, and the call to solitude, as the bear does, we learn to navigate the delicate balance between giving ourselves away and giving ourselves time to be alone. In this interplay, the animal mirror reflects back our capacity for both generosity of spirit and compassionate self-restoration. Zebras, the harmony of unique belonging. On the wide-open plains, where grass stretches like a living sea beneath the blue sky, a herd of zebras grazes in gentle synchrony. Their black and white stripes seem random at first glance, but each pattern is as unique as a fingerprint. Yet, when they move as a group, their bodies blend into a single rippling wave of monochrome that dazzles the eye and confounds any predator's focus. This is the harmony of unique belonging. Zebras teach us that our individuality, our personal stripes of talent, perspective, and style, finds its greatest expression within the shelter of community. In the herd, each zebra's stripes may be different, but together they offer both camouflage and cohesion, protection and pattern. In their shared movement, they balance the impulse to stand out with the wisdom to blend in for mutual safety. In our own circles, families, friendships, workplaces, we often wrestle with the tension between wanting to be recognized for our unique gifts and yearning to belong to something larger than ourselves. The zebra's lesson is clear. Our distinctiveness and our solidarity are not in conflict, but are two sides of the same instinct for survival and flourishing. When we bring our authentic colors to the fold, we contribute to a tapestry that is more beautiful and more secure than any single stripe could be alone. By celebrating our stripes and honoring the patterns of the groups to which we belong, we find a sense of purpose that resonates beyond the self. In this dance of uniqueness within unity, the animal mirror reveals not only who we are, but who we can become together. An ever-shifting mosaic of talents woven into a living tapestry of shared life. As we contemplate the meerkat's vigilant watch, the bear's sacred solitude, and the zebra's patterned belonging, we begin to see that the natural world offers more than spectacle. It reflects the deepest longings of our own hearts. We learn that sharing our fears and our vigilance strengthens the bonds that carry us forward. We understand that stepping back into solitude is not a retreat from life, but a pilgrimage to the wellsprings of our resilience. We discover that expressing our unique patterns within a caring community magnifies both our individual gifts and our collective power. Each of these lessons invites us to look inward, to consider how we might better stand guard for one another, honor our own need for rest, and weave our singular stripes into the vibrant tapestry of human connection. Pause now and notice your own breath, a living pulse that connects you to every creature on Earth. Think of a time you carried your burdens alone, or a moment when you craved a sanctuary of silence, or an occasion when you hesitated to share the colors that make you distinctly you. Feel the echo of the animal's wisdom ripple through you, and ask yourself, what fears might I share today, inviting others to stand sentinel with me? How can I honor a period of solitude that nourishes my spirit as deeply as a hibernation? In what ways can I weave my unique stripes into the tapestry of the people I love, knowing that my individuality strengthens the whole? Allow these questions to settle in your heart, and let the natural world's mirror guide you toward living well, fully seen, deeply rested, and beautifully connected. The meerkat, the bear, and the zebra offer us more than simple lessons. They present us with a living reflection of our own potential. In their shared vigilance, sacred solitude, and patterned unity, we find the blueprint for a life rich in empathy, rest, and community. So as you move through your day, carry their wisdom with you. Stand guard for those you love. Carve out your seasons of renewal and weave your unique colors into the living tapestry of your world. In doing so, you become not just an observer, but a participant in the grand dance of life, echoing each animal's step, pause, and pattern, and reflecting back the truest, brightest version of yourself.